Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, November 2nd, 5:19 a.m. Chicago, and this is the Jats Hilo template. I'm going to release it pretty soon. There is a special Black Friday event coming up, Thanksgiving, so I'll have some templates ready for you. This is one of them, and this was the trend yesterday, the big Powell move. And so we are going up to today's R1 pretty soon. But what I wanted to mention to you is you can set this template up to either use the price oscillator, knowing how many points you're going away from an EMA that you can establish. So if you want to know how many points you're going away from the 20 EMA, you can just change the price oscillator to 20, 20 instead of 200. This is going away from the 200. How many points? Um, but you could change this to the 20, and then you would know on average where it's likely to trade on a given trend time frame. So like yesterday, this is still calculating. Give it 1 second. There we go. So like yesterday, if you would like some trend entries, we can set it up to do that, and then you would know how far outside the 20 EMA that price normally travels by just putting a horizontal line on your chart. And let's just look at 50 points away, for instance, and see if it hits it often. So you can see that that looks like it's a place that it tries to get to quite frequently, 50 points. You could try for maybe a closer level, like 25 points maybe. Whatever you would like to do. You can make your entries unique so they don't match everybody else's. But you can see here the market tries to get up to that 25. And in low vol, no vol, as I call it, you can see that when it's flat. So, definitely something to think about. And then the Jats PT indicator can be, of course, used also to tell you how many points to trade to. So I like trading to a 15-minute range. You might want to, trade the 1 hour IB. So here you can see that the full 15-minute range was 78 points. The second standard deviation 55.75, and the first is at 28. So there's your 1, 2, 3 if you wanted to set up targets. Target 1, target 2, target 3. And then if you even wanted to stagger your entries, wait until target 1 gets hit before taking an entry, um, or have that target 1 distance be part of your entry bar trigger requirement. You have to be at that level or higher on that bar close. So that's something to consider, and then we can help you with setting your template up to trade the inflection, and that hopefully would propel you to be able to reach your upper target. So for instance, get the ruler out, and you can see here on this bar close we had 55, 75, and 78. So there's 30. there's 55. So you can see that that target was reached right there. And 78. Whoops. Something like this. So it looks like it may not have hit until you had to go through another pulley back. There you go. Something like that. So it eventually hit it. But you get the point. It's telling us, um, or these were today's after the big move. One moment I didn't realize I'd take into consideration that was not at the time, it was 77.75. See, I knew it would have been hit. I was like, why didn't that get hit? Because I was on the current vol. 77.75. But you get the point. We try to trade the targets for a time frame, um, and then wait for the target to get hit. There you go, Jats PT. And then just trade to, uh, twos and threes with volatility. If you're just in a normal flat range, I would trade to ones. But this would give you an idea of that highest time frame drive, um, what range point to use. More of a more confirmed guideline. And then, of course, we can put the regular templates into consideration on the daily, weekly, monthly, and of course, never trade into support or resistance. We're sitting on support right now, the Globex 2 and the Globex 1. And the Globex 3 is right above us at 14,886.25. Yesterday, we traded to the daily 3. These are the daily 3s and RTH3 outside of the Globex. Because if it breaks the Globex, that's when it's going to hit these two lines. Those are your targets. You break that Globex 3, where's it going to go? It's going to go to the 2 and the 3 of different time frames. Usually the RTH, Globex, and daily. Just like that. And if it doesn't break the Globex 3, it comes back in. And that is like clockwork. A lot of the times the 1 hour IB will do the same. And here is an example of that. So you can see it stays inside this white zone, that's 68% of the time, pretty uniformly. And then when it breaks it, that's when it's going to those outside ranges. Here we went all the way up to the RTH3. The daily 3 was above it. And now we are balancing on the RTH1, this upper one. So they're definitely buying this market. There's not any sellers here. The VIX came all the way down. They're just crushing the shit out of this fall. So our lower levels are at 15 and 1473 if it reaches all that way down. Globex 2 and 3, 1598 and 1574. And it's just flatlined right now, not doing anything. Um, I like looking at these distributions that I've got, 23, 37, 30. And you can see we're heading down to this 1511 30-day, and that looks like a 23. See, ES is at its daily ones, pulling back, coming back into the VWAP, potentially. VIX, breaking our spread, coming out, which may give us a little bit higher volatility. This is concerning. That's the 8-day one. The 20-day is at 1464. So not very often does it break the bottom of that 8-day one. You see that? You see what I mean? Jelly bean. Look at those bottoms. It does not break that 8-day one. See what I mean, jelly bean? Look. So breaks it to the top. They don't care. They're buying in. But we broke it. We sure did. So whether they try to claw it back up or just let it drop to the 20, this is unusual. So this is pretty much a big deal. 1689. So here it broke and they slammed it. They brought it down and slammed it back in. So I would be looking for a reversal coming up. I sure would. Be alert. And I think that's about it for today. So we'll see you today in training. Thank you.